G'day everyone, Amelia the Flying Vet with you today. I've had a few people asking me about that tick disease that they've been hearing about. It is a blood-borne bacterial disease that is spread by the brown dog tick. It's becoming really prevalent in north of Australia, especially where it's warm and you get a lot of brown dog ticks. It's not only found, the tick itself isn't only found on dogs, it's also found on kangaroos, wildlife, your feral animals like foxes and wild dogs as well. And the disease itself is called E.canis. So it's E.canis is the bacteria that causes the disease that people are seeing in dogs, particularly in those remote Indigenous communities. It's really prevalent. The only way to prevent your dog from getting it is to use tick prevention. So ideally you use two. You use a chewable tablet like NexGard or Bravecto and a tick collar like Serestro, or you can also use instead of the tick collar plus the chewable tablet, you can use Advantix, which is a spot on that goes on the back of the neck. Signs that your dog might have E.canis are pretty vague, really. Usually lethargy. They can be bleeding from the nose or the gums. Get pale or white, opaque looking eyes. It can sort of look a little bit like rat-bait rodenticide toxicity or anemia. Any signs of anemia in your dog, it looks like that. It is not yet prevalent in New South Wales. The cases where they've found it in Victoria have been from dogs that have gone on a little road trip in the caravan up north. So if you are planning to do a road trip into the northern parts of Australia with your dog, make sure you have them on a chewable tablet like NexGard or Bravecto and a tick collar on them. That is the only way to prevent it. You can treat them for it once they've got it, but that is a pretty intensive treatment where they usually spend a fair while in hospital, so you want to avoid that in the first place by having your dog on some basic tick prevention. Also keeping your dogs off the ground is a big help as well, so keeping them up in a kennel and not letting them sleep where kangaroos and animals that might have a fair few brown dog ticks on them would also sleep. You can try checking your dog regularly for ticks, but it's fairly easy to miss it, especially if you've got a little hairy dog like this one. This is Bing. She's my princess. But the easiest way is just to put your dog on some tick prevention. You can always search for ticks, but it's really easy to miss a tick. They get in the ears, they get under the arms, in the underneath the jaw. They can be anywhere, and it's so easy to miss them, especially the little nymphs. So just put your dog on some tick prevention if you're going up north, or if you've noticed that you have some ticks getting around. That's the easiest way to prevent your dog from getting that tick disease. Alright guys, see ya.